So, should I do it? What do you guys think? Here? Here? Up here? Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Here we like to do things budget friendly, and if you are like me and have champagne taste but on a beer budget, these videos are for you. I really want to be done with all of this dry, damaged, thinning hair and bring back some of it, the health. Start over here. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Hey babe. Can you do me a favor?
What?
Can you cut off all my hair? Are you excited, babe?
For what?
To chop all my hair off?
No.
Cause why?
Because you're gonna regret later because your hair and then you go, I'm not supposed to do this, you know. I know you. We're gonna do it.
I trust you, babe.
Don't get panicked when I do this. Okay.
See, it's so fried that it just won't stay untangled. The
Use
length.
extensions.
The,
Trying to damage your hair.
well, I did the extensions and it was a mistake.
Yeah.
And then I did the perm to add volume and that was a mistake.
Okay. You ready?
We're going for the big chop.
Oh, we go for the first chop.
All right, where are we at? Woohoo!
That's the way that you want it. Ready?
Yeah,
Ready?
for layers. I did a thing. And I wanted to show you the reveal of the thing that I did. So, I wanted that haircut, that lobby, just kind of messy haircut that has hardly any rhyme or reason. They call it the shag hairstyle because my hair is so thin. My hair is so thin and it was so damaged. I ended up doing hair extensions in a moment in my life where my hair was the longest, the thickest, the healthiest, but I got greedy and I wanted more. So I put in tape extensions, and the tape and extensions ended up losing the stick so that the tape had started, instead of being nice and equally together, started to separate, where you'd have a sticky outer coat here and a sticky outer coat here. And then my hair was tangling up in that stick. And so when I removed the extensions, I lost half of my hair. I lost half of it from the base of the crown down. So the under layer became extremely thin. So what did I do? I went to a salon and said, I would like to get a perm. I felt that the perm would give me volume to offset the thinness. And I had requested a wave perm and not a curly perm. And I specifically said that I didn't want to look like a poodle. I didn't want to look like Shirley Temple. I wanted like a beach wave. Something simple that I could maintain, just slap some oils in it, just rough it up a little bit, poof it up, and be able to go out the door. Therefore, I wouldn't need to use heat tools. I wouldn't need to blow dry, straighten, curl, all of the additional damaging things. But I was very clear with my request to the professional that was going to do this for me. Now, additionally, I had also asked this person, is my hair in good enough shape for this? Do you think that by looking at my hair, inspecting it, I do color it, I home color my hair, I don't go to a salon and get it done. I was very thorough with her. I let her know that this is, you know, what my hair is all about, looking at it. Is it going to first take the perm? Because sometimes hair doesn't always take to the perm and it will relax out rather quickly. Number two, is it going to add damage to my hair above and beyond what it would damage a hair under normal circumstances? Because I don't have virgin hair, right? And we know that virgin hair is the best for bleaching. We know that virgin hair is the best for curling, that it's the healthiest hair, and so it causes the least amount of damage. And she says, oh, no, no. I do perms 3 times a week. I've done elderly, young, male, female. I've worked with all kinds. I know what I'm doing. Trusting in this hairdresser, she pulls out her cart and she brings out the rollers. I haven't had a perm since I was in 4th grade. I am now 44. That was a long time ago, okay? And I only had it done once. I was really young. I don't know anything about perms. I said I want a wavy perm, not curly. Is my hair too damaged? Is it going to take? All of these questions. We had a 15-minute or 20-minute between that 15 to 20-minute time frame of just talking to her, letting her know what I want, asking her, you know, should we proceed? She says, okay, let's do this. She rolls out her cart. She brings out the rollers. The rollers were this small. Maybe there's a way that you use the rollers to make waves versus curls. Maybe there's different solutions that you use. I don't know. I trusted her. Okay. She put all the rollers in. We did the whole process. You know, it's like an hour-long process. And she rinses everything out, pulls all the rollers out. I'm looking in the mirror going, son of a bitch. What did you do? What did you do? Trying not to lose my ever-loving shit. I didn't say anything to her. I came home and I looked at it, and my hair was, for the most part, straight at the bottom 4 to 6 inches. And it was so dry, and just the follicles of my hair were like so damaged. And I, you know, put some information out online. What would you do? Would you go back? Would you try to get your money back? And a lot of you guys said, go and get your money back. That's not what you asked for. Basically, your hair is screwed. So why should you have to pay for something like that? Now, we did give the lady a $20 tip above and beyond the cost of the perm, which was, I think, if I remember correctly, it's been over a year, like $110, $120. So it was an expensive thing. Okay. But I went back and I said, this is what I wanted. This is what I have. And she even tried to gaslight me and ask me, did you brush it out as soon as you got home? And I said, no, you told me not to. I said, today is a new day. I put it up into a hair bonnet. I didn't wash it. I didn't do anything to it, just like you told me to. I added water to it and foofed it up like this, and that's it, right? I didn't brush it, didn't comb it, didn't finger comb it, nothing. And she did. She tried to gaslight me, saying it was my fault because I did something wrong when I had gotten home and that I had ruined the perm. And I said, even if that's true, I asked for a wave. This is a tight spiral curl. This is not what I had asked for. And she said, well, those were the biggest curlers that I had. And I said, if that was the case, and you knew that it was going to provide me a result that I didn't ask for, you should have said, I don't have the rollers. I don't have the rollers to do what you're asking for. So I did discuss it with the manager, and I said, you know, I'm going to let you keep your tip. I don't want the tip back. You did the work, you put in the effort. So I want you to be able to keep that. So at least you got paid for the time that you actually worked on my hair. If you work solely on tips, or if you work hourly in addition to tips, at least you get paid for doing it. But I want my money back for what happened here. Koi is just totally strutting her stuff. She totally is strutting her stuff. So they said, we need to talk it over. We'll contact you and let you know what we decide. Following day, I get a phone call, and they said that the money will be refunded to me. It'll be cash in an envelope, and to go in when it's convenient for me to go and pick it up, and it'll be at the bottom of the register with your name on it. So I go in the following day, and I pick it up, and I was pleasant the whole time. I didn't get nasty or wicked or anything, and I think that's really important, you guys. You get more honeybees with honey, right? You're not going to get a good result if you're acting like an ass. And we don't need to do that to people, whether they were in the wrong or not, right? You just need to state your case, be kind about it. And like I said, I told her, I said, I want you to keep your tip because you did the work. But the result isn't what I asked for. My hair is extremely damaged. And even though I had asked her, is it going to damage my hair to a point where it would be a bad choice to do the perm altogether, she was not a professional enough to not try to do the money grab and just do the thing to get the thing, the money, right? And so being kind, you guys, I really need to stress that you need to be kind and polite to people, no matter what the circumstances, and don't lose your cool, okay? Don't lose your cool, because that's not cool, and it makes you look bad. It makes you look worse than the person you're trying to deal with. So keep that in mind. Now, moving forward, since the perm, after it had its time to set and do its thing where it's gonna hold the curl, where I could wash it, brush it, all of that kind of stuff, I immediately had to chop off 4 inches. And then within this last year, you know, I've cut it a little bit here, a little bit there, and then another another big chop of 4 inches. And I've had my partner cut my hair to do the big bulk choppy chops, where I've just done the little choppy chops myself. So let me talk to you about how I got from doing just a few inches here and a few inches there to pretty much like 8 inches all at once. Now, of course, you guys know I wear wigs, and I love wigs, and they are so fun. I can change my hair color, my length, my cut, the style. I can do all kinds of stuff with wigs. And I was talking to my mom, I don't know, maybe a month ago, and I was talking to her about how upset my hair is to me, and how upsetting my hair is to me, and how I'm just tired of the way it looks, feels, Every time I brush it, clumps of hair is coming out. Every time I wash it, clumps of hair is coming out. Because what happens is when your hair is so damaged at the ends that it creates tangles. And those little tangles pull and pull and pull at the root of your hair. And when that happens, it's pulling your hair out of your head and causing additional thinning. And so I did all of the things. I did the oils, all of the oils. I did the deep conditioning treatments, the keratin treatments, the curl shampoos that they say if you have curly hair, you need to use curly hair shampoos and conditioners. And the leave-in conditioners, the sprays, the creams, the oils, all of that. And it just wasn't doing much of anything because I think we were too damaged at that point to actually be able to repair it, which I kind of feel like if your hair is that damaged, you can't repair it anyway. I think it's kind of a fallacy because your hair is dead, right? It's a dead thing. It's not a live thing. There isn't anything at the base of your hair that will fix itself or anything that you could do to fix it. You're just encapsulating it in a product that either has some kind of a wax, like a paraffin in it, or an oil that helps to seal it, but it's temporary. My thoughts, I could be wrong. So here's what happened. Chelsea Smith was having one of her Tuesday wig sales, and she had on a wig that I want so bad, but it is already sold out. I think it sold out pretty much instantly within her video, and it was this awesome, amazing shag with the drapey bangs and the shag cut, and it was straight and in this beautiful blonde color. And I was thinking to myself, I want that wig. I want that wig so bad. I hope she comes back out with it. I really do, because it is a fabulous, like Farrah Fawcett, wispy, shaggy haircut, and I just want it so bad, so bad. But I thought, I bet that would actually be a good idea to do to my hair, is give it a shag cut with not real defined layers, but this messy, piecey, fun, funky kind of a hairdo with a drapey bang, because I don't like to wear my bangs in the front. I used to have bangs and I would wear them in the front, but I have this natural curl. And with this natural curl, which is kind of half straight and half curly, it kind of has like a mind of its own. And it takes a lot of processing for me to actually wear a bang, which means I have to blow dry it. I have to curl it or straighten it or use heat tools on it. And again, we're trying to get the hair back to health. So I thought what we could do is we could shag the hair into these rando layers, right? And then I can utilize, because I think from here down is my natural, and from here down is actual perm. Try to cut off as much perm as possible. Try to cut off all the dead stuff as much as possible. Lighten up the load. Take off all of the stuff that was thin, which was basically from here down, and try to start fresh, but give it a fun haircut that is still kind of trendy and trending. Now, currently it's still a little on the wet side. And this is how I'm going to be able to do it actually quite easily, is get it out of the shower, put the oils in, put the conditioning creams in it, curl it up a little bit and be able to utilize that to run out the door. The other thing that's also very damaging to your hair is always pulling it up. So if I didn't want to wear a wig, I didn't want to heat treat my hair, I would put it up in relatively tight bun, because there was nothing I could do with it. It looked so bad down. And that's also damaging and pulling. So what happens with that is that breaks off the back of your hair where it's snapped into that rubber band, it'll break off, break off, break off. So back here is really thin. So I want to try to prevent my hair from going up in a bun. So that's where I got this idea from. Chelsea Smith, it's all your fault. Not really. I mean, it is, but it isn't. So this is what it looks like, just kind of mildly, very lightly blow dried with a diffuser, some oils in it, and just very simple. Didn't do anything with it, no styling. And you see how the layers are a lot shorter in the back to help give it that volume. And then of course I have less layering in the front, but I just have the curtain bang. And I think it's fun. I think it's fun. I think it's cute. There's still some ways that I could do updos with it and take it off my face. And if I don't want things in my face on a particular day, but that the layers are short enough and cute enough that I still have that volume. So that is this. And there will be another day and time where I'll come on here and I'll have it all styled up with straightened out with a little bit of a curl at the end to give it a little bit of that fluffy, floopy, flippy flap, and my bangs trained and tamed and all of that. And that will be another day. But this is this is what I entrusted my partner to do for me. I said, we have one of two choices. I said, I can go to salon and have it done, or you can do it for me. And right now we're kind of penny pinching. So as much DIY as we can do is what we're trying to do, right? Do it unless you absolutely, absolutely need it. We don't do it otherwise. So I said, do you trust in your skills enough to do what I'm asking you to do? And he says, yes. He said, yes. So I said, okay, I trust you. I was scared, but I thought, what the hell? I wear wigs anyway. If it goes sideways, if it goes wrong, I don't care. I have wigs. But I think it turned out cute. I really like it. And I think that it suits me. In a way that doesn't age me, and it's still kind of fun and easy to maintain, gives me back my volume, and I like it. So whether you guys do or not, I don't care. Just be nice in the comments. That's all I ask, kindness. If you don't like it and you've got nothing nice to say, as Bambi's mother would say to Bambi, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Okay? But that's my story. That is my hair journey story, and how we got to long, thick, beautiful hair, to thinning poo-poo caca, and having to chop it all off, and why I wear wigs. That is everything I have for you guys today. If you are new here, I would love it if you considered subscribing. Also, don't forget, comment, like, share, and hit that hype button. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. But until next time, guys, we will see you later. Bye, guys.